Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are here and we are at the Northern Isle Speedway. Now last time we did a race on this channel against the AI. We had some interesting battles. Of course, some of our settings here. We're going to do 101 laps. This is very quick. It's 15-second laps, so it should only take probably 20 minutes to do. I want this bigger. Hold up. Why is my starting interval so low? We're going to have real slipstream on. We're going to have 4 times tire wear and 4 times fuel. Or 10 times. Oh, I said 4. That way this will really get worn out. Everyone's going to have to pit hopefully a few times. So, see what we can do. Field's very spread out. We're going to be so far behind to start this race. As you can see, the leader is right behind us. So, we just started lap 1. The leader is way ahead. So we're going to see what we can do here. Our car is not set to have any like extra power. Oh my god. The tire wear is so bad. Look at that. Look at my front tire, dude. What the hell? This thing just absolutely cooked my right side tires. Oh my god. Seeing what I can do, I mean, I'm just going to stick it out with them being the way they are. I can't really do anything else about it. Yeah, I don't have any like extra performance to this car to make it faster. This is all purely just driving, just racing, seeing what we can do. This is always a fun track, a fun challenge to try to work our way through here. Of course, a lot of traffic when things get bunched up. We used to do this track a lot on videos from Gran Turismo Sport when we raced that a lot back on the channel 2017, 2018. It's kind of fun to be back on this track. Past that Jaguar put us into 12th. We're working our way through. Cars in front are pitting already. Tire wear must be too much for them. I'm just gonna stick it out with these tires. I'm not. It's whatever at the moment. It's gonna be a very interesting race to see who wins, who does what, because a lot of cars are having to pit already. Again, we have to be a little bit careful with our tires here. We don't want to spin if the tires get too worn. But again, we are halfway on fuel, so we can go till, lap 20. But will the tires be able to go to lap 20? That's the real question. Obviously, they're quite dead already. They're all completely worn out besides the left rear tire. That's the only thing that's still on this car tire-wise. But again, if I can go and make it around here again, if I can get this thing to lap 20, the tires won't like it, but the real question is how much time do I lose by staying out? Because naturally I'm going to have to drive slower than everybody behind me. But here's the other part of that. In turn, if I make it close to lap 20, right, because that's going to be our target, even if we do lose a few spots, we're going to pit one less time already than the rest of the field. So hopefully that cycles us to a better spot in the field. Currently we are cooking. This is good. Of course, we got the Ty Gibbs cars. I made all those designs once again for 2024 season. Not really much change with these cars from 2023, to be fair. A lot of them were just take off the rookie stripes, take off the Sunoco rookie contender design. Change a few little things. I tried to add a little bit more of the looks of the current NASCAR Camry, so we got the little weird headlight things on the side. And I made a little change to the front of the cars. They all have it all says Supra, but it has the Camry text, because NASCAR, of course, runs Camry, so that'd be kind of cool to have it say Supra with the Camry text. So that's why it says it like that on the front. Took off the TRD badges as well, because they don't have a TRD of the Camry yet. So changed that, added the little Mobil 1 logo, changed the design on the hood where the sponsor looks a little different look compared to what it had in 2023. Also made the Interstate Batteries car and the Monster car, but this is my favorite color scheme of all of them because it's just matte black with yellow and white text, so I think it looks the best. Though the Interstate car is very nice as well. Monster ain't my thing, so I don't really like that car. Alright, so the game says we gotta pit in 1 lap. So we're gonna go one more. We're just gonna put our fuel into lean mode for this lap only. That will get us to the finish line. Should have done a little earlier, but I couldn't get the controls working, but it doesn't really matter. So we made it 24 laps without pitting. The opponents here did not. So I think we're in a good spot, realistically, to win this race. We'll see how it all cycles out, right? Because we are on the pits for longer. We'd have to go a little bit slower on those tires. But we'll see what happens because we have to pit less. So does that help us, or are we still in a spot where we're far behind? We are far behind. Fuck. That did not work out. But here's the other thing. Did it work out, and we're just in the middle of a cycle for that pitting, right? That's the other question. I'm just kind of curious to see how this all plays out. Because, yeah, see, this is us really making up time now. Because there we go. We're going to pass the car that passed us. So it's really, really hard to tell who's where. I think it depends on how much fuel you have left at the end of the race, how much tire you have left at the end of the race. Because right now, I'm back to second. My tires are already cooked. But again, right now we're going to go to about lap 48. So we should pit about lap 48.74. So the thing with that, somebody had an incident up here. So my thing is, when I come out of the pits on lap 74, 75, whatever it is, I'm throwing the car into lean fuel and I'm pitting on hard tires that pit stop. That way we can get to the end of the race. I may actually want to put on hard tires now, next pit stop. Because that way I can really, hopefully, keep my speed up. This is just such an interesting race. 34 laps in here. This is so interesting. How are we going to know who's actually winning? I guess I am the true leader because, again, I only pit once. A lot of these cars have pit 3 or 4 times, but it's close because, the strategies are different, right? These AI cars that we're racing are, once they have to pit, they pit, and they only have to stay on the pits for a little bit of time. They're not on the pits for long. They're in there for a short time. Ours is run the fuel out completely and then pit. So it's just a little different strategy, right? They're on pit, do some laps, run hard, pit, because their fuel's only at like 54, 68. Like, they don't have to stay on the pits as long. So that's where the race is very interesting. Because our opponents are all pitting more, but they're spending less time in the pits. So what's the net gain that they have compared to us, right? Because we're at a spot where we're pitting, probably only 4 times the race. They're probably pitting 6, 7, maybe even 8 times. But they're on the pits for shorter than we are. And we're also in a spot where our tires are completely cooked and theirs aren't. So we're going to have to run slower than they are because, you can see we're running 16-second laps. They're probably running 15, 14-second laps. So, we got to go 7.2 more laps. So right now, 6.7. So, that should put us right about lap 48. We pit, throw on hard tires this time. I think that we make that switch. So now we're just flying by. This is the part where we get to the end of the run, and all the cars are so much faster than us. My thing is, I can't afford to get in their way and crash, right? So I just gotta race smart here. I gotta race smart, because if I do something dumb, well, I can't do that. Oh god. Yeah, I can't do anything dumb, right? This Nissan here, I can't crash with it. This Audi, just let him go. As soon as the AI like that middle groove, so I'm just trying to stay to the bottom. It's just that transition. I want to slide up towards the wall, and they just want to stay more towards the wall. They're kind of just keeping a line, taking a little bit more of your traditional route around an oval, right? Especially a track like this, you'd probably take the bottom, drift up towards the wall. Yeah, because this is obviously based on Bristol NASCAR track. They just don't have the rights for Bristol from SMI. So yeah, so 1 lap, so we'll pit. That'll get us to lap 49. This is what we can't have. That's the type of shit that we cannot afford to have happen. If we put it in super, super lean mode, I think we can get back around 1 more. That gets us to lap 50. Huge crash as we go to pit. Huge crash there. I was cutting down. You see this on the map? Now that car's just getting recorrected. But they were flying out of the pits. It's a very bad crossover point to pit here. So they just sort of blend on the tracks. If you're trying to pit, I turned in. They were coming out. Fortunately, we didn't have a big crash ourselves. But As you see, we're dropping down the order, currently in 6th. Sorry, where we're gonna stay at, because that car is behind. But as you can see, all the cars that have passed us are now going to be hitting themselves. So I'm just gonna stay here, try to avoid maybe getting caught up in some of those incidents. This is where we can do ourselves a favor and just try and run lean fuel, because we can go 24 laps now, which will put us at just over lap 75. So my goal is just to go as far as I possibly can. Here, if I can make it to the 80s without pitting, that made me very happy. Whoa. I feel like the cars blend onto the track a little bit different here in Gran Turismo 7 than in Gran Turismo 4. I felt like they had a little bit more of a straight exit that they took from the pits. This one here, like, you know, a little bit more on the apron. This one here, they just drive straight up into the racing line. Somebody's... Holy hell, this Dodge behind us has no grip left. So currently we're running 2nd. Whoa! So it's about the cars reblending. So we are currently 2nd overall. But, you know, we're still running that lean fuel. We're running the hard tires, so tire does seem to last a little bit longer than the soft does. That's good to know. Again, this car in front of us is our main challenger. They're just gaining time, but again, we're running lean fuel. Because again, my strategy is to go as far as I possibly can on this. The less time I have to pit towards the end of the race, the better. Right? So right now, I can still go another 20 laps on this. So that puts me pitting at lap 80. And again, I only need to go about to 75 to make it, because you can go about 25 laps without pitting. So in about a lap or two, we're going to drop this out of lean fuel mode, put it into full just blast mode. I'm thinking we'll go to lap 64, and then from there it's just full blast the rest of the entire race. That way we've saved enough fuel to get ourselves to go to lap number, 80, 85, something like that. If we can pit there, shorter pit stop, I think we are in a good spot. So here we go, come across the line, put this thing in full power, and see how we go. Again, our tire wear isn't great. We're back in the race lead. But again, we're only 10 laps from where we would have wanted to be pitting. And right now we have 16 laps. So we essentially gained ourselves 5 laps of fuel. So we're just trying to put ourselves in a real good spot when it gets to the end of this race. That's essentially our goal. Is how good of a spot can we be in that last 10 lap blast, 15 lap blast? Because this pit stop coming up is our final pit stop. Another crash, cars entering the track. Oh my God. That pit area is dangerous. So dangerous. It just launches you right into the middle of the track, in the middle of the racing line. So, again, right now we're looking at 11 laps of fuel remaining in the car. That brings us to lap 80. Nothing we can do here. These tires once again are cooked. We need to look at what our rival's driving. It's the BRZ. That's what we gotta beat. Is a BRZ. Bro is definitely gonna be a problem here towards the end of this race. Come on, Supra, help me out. You're a super teammate. Alright, so this is a race for the lead. So we got to keep that in mind. I mean, I'm not really in a position to fight him. So that little mistake into the wall is just going to let him go by. He's already going to pit. That's another pit stop for him. My tires are just dead. Soft tires, at least, like even when they were dead, had a little bit more drivability to them. These just suck. These absolutely suck. All right. Whoa. Alright, so we're in a good spot. By running lean fuel that whole time, again, we're getting passed by a lot of cars, but they are all multiple laps down. So lap 80, we're pitting no matter what. I'm not staying out here any longer. Didn't think I'd be able to get around that car, to be honest with you. We're going to go mediums. See, here's the thing. Us saving fuel, you see what that little diamond is? That is how far we have to get. So as the other cars are refueling multiple times, this is it. Once we get to that bar, because we only need to go 20 laps, that diamond is 20 laps. All right. Here we go. We are launched into traffic. That is fine. Because now we got drivability in this car for once in this race. And we're stuck on the bottom, though. That's not really going to help. But we actually got a little bit of power. Oh my God. That Nissan just pulled onto the track in front of everybody. But look at this. We are flying around the track now. We are cooking. Absolutely cooking. Not much more time of that, though. These tires are starting to die on us already. Alright, so this is our race rival pitting. I'm assuming this should be his last stop. He only put a real little bit of fuel in that car, though. That tells me that he's gone. He's not gonna have to pit again. So I think we're just stuck in second. And he's cooking, he's pulling away. Everything lined up beautifully for him. The only hope is that he gets caught up in some lap traffic up here. We haven't seen much because everybody's had to pit the whole time, but now that we got a little bit of a group actually forming on the track, does he get caught up in it? He seems to be making moves on the outside of there, though. So I think he got through it relatively easy. So unless he pits again for whatever reason, it is over. He pit again. No way. Why? Why? Just for tires. Oh my god. He pit for tires with 2 laps to go. I have to pit again? No. No way. Not happening. Come on. 3 seconds behind. 2 seconds behind. He's coming up, but it's enough to make it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot that it was 101 laps. Oh my god. What? I made it a whole lap on 0.2 or 0.3 fuel. Like, bruh. Oh my god. So I didn't realize it was that long of a race. So I just went out and said, I'm gonna coast this corner, put it into lean fuel, and I was like, I gotta do one more lap. So I just dropped it down, rolled into the corner, gassed it up down the straight, let it run out, and just coasted. I was like, I'm gonna have to block. Fortunately, there's a few lap cars in between. Oh my god. What a race. Can I see like a graph? You have the graph of everybody's positions? I don't think so. We used to have that in the other game. Maybe I missed it already, but wow, what a race. Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next one.